Good morrow, people of the internet. It is me, Sam of SG1, or Tony, your hilarious jackass, coming at you for another Transformers review. Yes, I know one of these for ages, because since I got back from TFN, I have just been working, and I had any chance to do anything. The last couple of days off I've just gone, rest. So I've got a couple of days off this week, so I decided that I'm going to do some reviewing. Yeah. And as I was out yesterday, I did peruse the B&M bargains of Hull Town Centre, and I managed to pick up this fella. This is Combiner Wars leader Skywarp, and check him out in his black and sexy purple loveliness. He is rather nice, actually. It's a reuse of the Generations 30th anniversary Generations Jetfire mould, with some slight retooling, but we'll get onto the tech specs. Skywarp is the only known Cybertronian who can teleport. The Decepticons want to make him a super weapon. He just wants to be one of those bots. Skywarp would rather use his power for pranks in battle, than in battle. One day Megatron may lose patience with him and turn him to scrap. Until the Decepticons can learn how to replicate his ability, his potential is too great to give up on. So anyway, yes, there he is in his beautiful, sexy fucking glory. Yes, he does suffer from visible hands and leg syndrome, but, you know, for a big fuck-off jet, he's really cool. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the Jetfire to hand. It is put away in a box for the moment, but I was going to show you the differences. But I'll do that with Starscream, because I've got Starscream as well. He's just there. So yeah, really nice jet, and I think this actually works better in this mould than it does for Skywarp, for Jetfire. Yeah, it really does. Just the wings look a lot better. I mean, he's got some fucking firepower under there. So yeah, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guns on the underside. Plus you can attach this gun as well. But the thing is, you've got options. There is a port at the front there, and you can put it at the front. Like I say, it does have a missile. It's a black missile. You put it in, you press the button, it goes pachoo and gets lost. So I'm not going to do that. You can do that. Looks a bit silly, if I'm honest. If there was a way to attach it back here, you know, it would be better. Do that so you can see it, actually. If you could just put it back up here somewhere, it would be quite cool. I mean, you can attach it to... These guns have got ports in even. So you've got one there. So you can attach on both sides. So you can attach it any which way you like, and it does look a little better. So you can have him like that, and he just looks fucking badass, if I'm honest. He does have landing gear in his nose cone, so you can pull down his landing gear, and he can land very nicely. And his cockpit does open, and the cockpit is actually very nice. Now, the one thing that this... well, I can get the fucking thing open. This mould admits is the big fucking boosters that Jetfire has. Come on, you opened for me yesterday. Why won't you open now? Ah, there we go. There we go. And he's got some nice dual-seated cockpit there, which is really nice, and it's quite nicely detailed as well. It's not just like an afterthought. They really put some effort into there. That's really cool. Yeah, like I was saying, it does have the mould. It is moulded in so you can attach that. Attach the rocket boosters at the back, but you don't need to. But other than that, that's it. And one thing I do like about this, these are not chrome, these are just plastic, because the chrome on the Jetfire tends to flake off. I mean, it did straight out of the box, so I'm glad they didn't chrome these, but they just look really good as black, and he just really fucking badass on the bottom there. So, we'll transform him. So we'll take all the guns off, and for which he has many, so we'll take all these off as well. So he comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guns. 7 guns. Yeah, he's quite armed to the fucking teeth, this bad boy, isn't he? Right, to transform him. Firstly, you've got to do it in a particular order, as it won't do it. So, firstly, you have to disconnect what is the nose cone and just move it out of the way for now. And that was a horrible click. That didn't like that at all. It seems to be all right. And then you've got to see these sections here. These like T joints. You can sort of push them in and pull them out like so. Same for this side as well. And then you've got to rotate this whole chest, what will become his chest section, outwards. Come on. It is a bit finicky, but once it's, there we go, once it's loose, it's fine. So again, you just have to keep that out and close them up for now. Then what we're doing, Sorry, I was rudely interrupted by a phone call there. Yeah, so we're in this configuration here, and then you've got to disconnect this whole section at the back here. You disconnect it like so, and it's on a hinge joint, and then you just pull that down like so, and then concertina it in like that. So we're left with this. It's a lot of transforming for this fella. So then you take what will obviously become his legs and rotate them down like so. So move that out of the way, and then you've got to connect what will become his waist and his crotch area. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. Oh yeah, you've got like a little clip which is moulded in here. I don't know where you can see it. You've got a little clip here, and then you just kind of, it just clips in there, and it's quite awkward to get. You've got to position it just right. So forgive me while I'm not doing it on camera. There we go. It doesn't click in anyway, it just kind of sits there. It's a bit of a shame, but it does sit there okay, sort of. Then we take the what will become his arms, and we separate them at this section here, and there we go. And we rotate them down like this. Now on the back, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little clip. Not going to be able to see it. Let's see. There's a little, there we go. There's a little clip here. There we are, little clip here. And that clips into this port at the back. Oh no, not that port. That port on the wings there. So we just have to position it up and clip that in like so. And then we do the same here. But this one, this side, doesn't really like to stay pegged in. So you've got to really wrench it in. There we go. So then we just reposition that back up there like so. So we're left for this. And then his chest just kind of, you see when I put these in here, these have clips as well. They just kind of fit into these slots here. And then we place him in. There we go. And will he clip together? There we go. So it is a bit finicky, this. You just have to get it positioned in just the right way, or it won't want to stay. Right, there we are. And then we rotate his legs forward, like so, and then we pull out his feet, and then pull them down, push them down again, and then rotate them forward. So it's on like a double hinge at the back. So you just reposition it like so. And then we rotate his bonds. And there he is. Oh, it's not fully there. There we go. And there he is in robot mode. A very nice bonds face too. It does have light piping, but it doesn't really work. So I can't really show it off. But there is Skywarp in his robot mode. And I think you'll agree, he looks rather nice. This is all remoulded from Jetfire as well, which is good, and it works better. I think this is one of those cases where it's, I think, what they call future moulding, where they intend a mould to be another character, but bring out another, the remould first. Cabana Wars Megatron is a big example of that. Not Cabana Wars Megatron, sorry. Titans Return Megatron. He's obviously intended to be Blitzwing. So yeah, and that's when the mold. This chest just works because you've got the faux kind of cockpit going on, even though the cockpit's there. But yeah, it's really cool. You've got a Tampo Decepticon symbol there, and you've got some really nice big Tampo Decepticon symbols on the back there. Really nice, this guy. I really like it. I can see why people like Thundercracker, because the purple, the grey, and the black just work, just scream Decepticon, don't they? And I'm so glad I've picked this guy up. 25 quid in B&M. So, and you can tool this fucker up as well. So you can keep. I like to keep these on his legs, but he's covered in ports everywhere, and you can put these on his arms, so you can have, you know, that kind of look if you want. You can also, because it's got another hole on the side there, you can put that gun on. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can do it right. So you can have that configuration going on. So you've got two guns. You can even put. They've also got ports as well, so you can put it in his hand. And then again, you've got this one as well. Like I said, the options for tooling this fella up are absolutely immense. And then you've got the other gun as well, so you can do this kind of thing. Let's show you. So you've got these guns, which are pretty cool as well. So you've got in his gun there, you've got two ports on either side, so you can connect them up thusly. So if you want, you can have this kind of thing going on, and then you can hold that in his hand rather nicely. So effectively, Skywarp just becomes the ultimate fucking badass. But there are so many options for this guy in terms of weapons, so it's entirely up to you. I mean, I tend to do this, so I'll leave these guns on his legs like so. There we go. Where's the other one? There it is. So we put them on his legs like that. I leave these on his wingtips, but I point them upwards, thus, and like that. And then his big sort of null ray cannons go on his arms. Oh, that's come off the fucking thing. This is the one thing I don't like about this toy, that this shoulder joint won't stay clipped in. So forgive me. I don't know why it won't. Maybe it's mold degradation or something. There we go, it's in. Just so annoying. Come on, get off there. Whoa. And then you connect this gun into this arm as well. And then we get, and you can give him his hand cannon as well. And there he is, all tooled up to fuck. He is really cool. Now, in terms of articulation, his head is on, it will do the full 360 degrees. I think it's on a hinge, because then you can look up and look down, well, look normal, and he can do the full 360 Exorcist twist. His shoulders will rotate 360 degrees, but they are kind of hindered by the fact that his wings are behind his arms there. So he will move up, move down, so he will move out as well at the shoulder, and he will bend at the wrist, at the shoulder, at the elbow even, and he will fully rotate at the bicep, but that's it. No waist articulation. His legs will move up, move back, but again, they're kind of hindered by this. It's kind of hindered by this bit. Hindered even. I can't talk today. Hindered by this bit, so you can't move it all the way forward, but you can move it quite far back. He will rotate at the upper part of the upper part of the thigh there. You can fucking see what I'm doing now, yeah? And he bend at the knee, rotate up and like that, and his ankles will rotate down, but that's more for transformation than anything else, and that's your lot. And the will move out, so you can do the big kick. But other than that, this guy is really cool. This mold is exceptionally cool. Oh shit, I'm falling down there. I really do like it. Like I say, I've got 3 versions of this mold now. I've got Skyfire, Jetfire, even Skywarp now, and Starscream. Need to find me a Thundercracker, and I believe that's all the molds I've used for it. Let's have a look here. Because I know there's hang on. Let's see what molds I've used. Yeah, Thundercracker, Starscream, and Skywarp. They're the only, and of course Skyfire, Jetfire. They're the only ones that have actually used this mold for the moment. It'd be cool if they did the Coneheads as well, but you know, it is what it is. With the Coneheads, you could easily do. I mean, you could find a way to disconnect this and then place it on the head. It would be quite cool. But yeah, really cool. Really, really cool. I really like this fella a lot. I didn't think I was going to, but I do like this mould anyway. But yeah, when I actually got it yesterday, I took it out and I just couldn't believe how awesome he is. And I haven't been able to put it down since. So it's really cool. So that's me. That's Skywarp. And I will catch you all later. Bye for now.